Hello guys, welcome to the first part of the tutorial on making of a penalty shooter game in Scratch. So in this part we are going to gather up all our sprites and just draw some custom sprites as well, and at last we are going to just make the keeper just move here and there around the post to save the goal. So let's start. So first of all, let's just select our background first. So we want the soccer background here. Let's scroll down and we have the soccer background. Just select it. So we have already got the soccer background. Now let's just move towards getting our sprites. So let's just choose some of the sprites. So first of all, we are going to just choose a soccer ball, SOCCER, soccer. And let's just drag the soccer ball near the penalty spot here. Okay, and now let's go to the events menu and just drag a when green flag click block, and let's go to the motions menu and just drag a go to XY block, so that whenever the ball is on the stage, so if we click the green flag, it will be on the penalty spot. And now let's just choose another sprite. So for shooting the ball, we will just select this sprite pen. Okay, now let's drag the pen around here. So this will be the starting position of the pen for shooting the ball. So do the same thing like as in the soccer ball. We just go to the events block, drag a green flag when green flag clicked block, and then go to the motions block and just drag go to XY block like this. So whenever the pen is, when we click the green flag, it will be on its initial position like this. And another one is just let's go to the costume tab, and we have different costumes of the pen. So we at the initial position, so the pen needs to be in this position, pen A costume. So for that, let's just go back to the codes and just go to the looks block and drag a switch costume to pen block, and we are going to switch the costume to pen A like this. So that's about the ball and the shooter. Next one, we are just going to add a keeper here. So let's go to the choose a sprite here again, and we are going to choose the sprite to be the keeper. For that, we'll just use this sprite. Okay, this sprite is a little bit bigger, so let's make it a little bit smaller. We change the size to 50, and I think it's the right size for us. Okay, and let's just change the name of the sprite as well as a keeper, KEEPER, keeper. Okay, now do the same thing as in the soccer ball and the pen. We go to the events block and drag a when green flag click block, and another one is go to the motions block and just put the keeper on the center and near the line, goalkeeper line, and drag a go to XY block, so that the keeper will start on the center of the post. And now after that, let's draw our costume, our custom costume for the post. Right now we have the post, but this is the background, so we are going to make our own post that is little bit smaller than the original post, and that's just for checking whether the ball hits that post or not, for checking the goal. So let's just paint our own costume from here. Okay, and let's just name the sprite to post, POST post, and we are just going to draw a very simple post by using a rectangle, and the color will be, the post color will be black. And let's just make the border of the post to 10, size 10, and we are just going to make the post transparent. Make the rectangle transparent and just drag the rectangle like this. Okay, and let me just drag it from the here to the center of the post, which is the background, and let me make it a little bit smaller as well. So a little bit smaller post, and I'll drag it to the center of the canvas like this. Okay, I think it is good to go. Let me just drag it a little bit upward from here. Okay, like this. And at last we are just going to draw some of the lines. Diagonally like this. Okay, so it looks like the net of the post. And we are nearly done. So this is our post, and let's go to the codes tab, and if you look at here, the keeper is right behind the post. Yeah, so for that let's just go to the post sprite here and just do the same thing. Go to the events block, drag a when green flag click block, and then go to the motions block and just go to XY position, drag it, and below the when green flag click block. And the last one we want to do is put the post backwards of this keeper. For that we go to the looks block and just go downwards, and there is something called go forward layer 1 layers. So we just drag it here, and below the go to XY block, and instead of going forward we go backward 1 layers. So if we click the green flag, then the post is behind the keeper. So that's for the post. And now we are going to just choose another sprite. So these are the button sprites. So we just choose this button, drag it here. Okay, so we will just make 2 buttons. First of all, let me just duplicate this button 2. Yeah, so this is button 1 and button 2, and these are for just choosing the position and the power for shooting the ball. And just let me just customize the sprite name. This is the power button, POWR power BTN, and the next one is the position button, POSITION position BTN. Okay, now let me go to the power button and just write power in the costume. So let's just go to the costume tab and choose a text here, and just write down here POWER. Okay, we haven't chosen the color. Let me just choose the white color. Okay, and now POWER power. Okay, drag it in the center of the button here. So this is our power button that will select the power. Okay, and I'm going to go to the position button and just do the same thing, and I'll choose a different sprite here. Okay, for position sprite, and we will choose this sprite and do the same thing, write the POSITION position, so we know which button is for position and which button is for power. Okay, and let me go to the power button again, and let's go to the events block and just drag the when green flag click block, and after that let's do the same thing as in the previous sprites. Go to the motions block, go to XY block, drag it below the when green flag click block, and after that we are going to make some effect here, the hover effect. So if we just drag our mouse pointer near the button, so let's make the button grow a little bit bigger. For that we go to the controls block and drag a forever loop below the go to XY block excuse me, and drag another block, that is if else block, be inside the forever loop, and go to the sensing block and just drag a touching mouse pointer block inside the if block. And now if the button is touching the mouse pointer, we are going to set its size. So let's go to the switch looks block and go a little bit downwards. There is the set size to 100%, so we are going to drag it and put it between the if else block like this. And if the mouse pointer is touching, we are going to set its size to 110, and if the mouse pointer is not touching, we are going to set the size to 100%. So let's see what it's look like. So if I click the green flag and if I drag my mouse pointer near the power button, so it grows a little bit bigger like this. Okay, that's the effect we want. And do the similar thing for the position button as well. For that let's just drag this whole code and just drag it to the position button like this. And if I go to the position button, we have already the all the codes here, but for the position button our go to XY block needs to be different. And for that, go to the motions block and drag a go to XY block like this, and just join the other blocks. And if we click the green flag, then we can see the effect for power button as well and for the position button as well. And at last we are going to just make this keeper just change its position here and there so that it will save the ball randomly. For that, let's go to the keeper sprite and go to the control block and just drag a forever loop, and let's drag the keeper near the left side of the post up to here. Okay, and let's go to the motions block and just drag a glide 1 second to X and Y block like this, and do the same thing for the right side as well. Let me drag the keeper towards the right side of the post up to here and drag another glide for 1 second block like this. Now let's try our code. Okay, now the keeper is moving here and there like this, and our power button and position button are also having the effect that we want. So that's for the part 1. So you guys can follow the tutorial, part 2 tutorial for other functionalities, and see you guys in the part 2. Thank you guys.